In the next 2 minutes, we are going to teach you how to add water to your golf cart batteries. To do this, you're going to need some distilled water and you'll need a funnel. We're going to be demonstrating this for you today on our 2016 EZGO RXV. This is a 48 volt cart, and so it has 4 12 volt batteries. If you have 6 volt or 8 volt batteries, this is going to be the same process for you for traditional lead acid batteries. If you have lithium batteries, this doesn't apply to you at all. They don't require water. But all regular old golf cart batteries do require water. So first thing we want to do is put the cart in tow mode. Step 2 is to go ahead and check the water levels in each of our battery cells. And so the way we do that is we remove these battery caps. And in addition to that, you want to make sure you charge your cart overnight before we check the water levels, because it will bring temperature into the batteries and it'll get the water up as high as it truly is, so you get an accurate measurement. So to get inside of these caps, ours are just twist off like that. Some are pop off, but it's literally as easy as this to get to your cells. So we pull both off and now we can see all 6 cells and we'll start to inspect. So we grabbed a flashlight, and as you can see, these battery cells are really dry. We suspected that they were because the cart wasn't holding charge very well. And if your cart's doing the same, or if you open your batteries up and you can see that cardboard-like material, those are your cells. You shouldn't be able to see that. You should see standing water inside of any battery, almost up to the bottom of the well. And what happens is during use of your golf cart, some of the water will dissipate and you'll lose the water in the cell here, just like you can see. These are all pretty bone dry. So to add our water for step 3, if you see that little black line there in each of these cells, that's called your vent line. You want to fill the distilled water up to just below that vent line. We tell people about an 1/8 of an inch or 3 millimeters if you're on the metric system, to get your battery to where it needs to be. So we're going to go ahead and fill this first battery up. We'll show you what it looks like when it's properly filled. So we've got our distilled water and our funnel. And what we're going to do is we're going to start with this front cell. You want to stick the funnel just in a little bit into the well. You don't want to go too deep in, because if you get down into the battery, you could risk damaging the materials and the lead inside. So we're adding distilled water now. You want to be really careful not to overfill. So as you can see here, trying to show with the light, we got it just up to under the vent line. That one's full now, up to under the vent line like we said. We're going to move on to the next ones. But one thing I want to note, some people ask, well, what happens if I overfill? What do I do? And you have kind of 2 options there. If you have a turkey baster that you don't love, you can use that to get water out, or you can just use paper towels. Just remember it's corrosive battery acid, and be careful if you do overfill, just not to get it on your hands. Wear gloves. So as we're filling these, one important thing to remember is you do need to go and fill each individual cell. You can't just pour it all into one and think it'll run over. Every one of these cells is divided within the battery. These 6 cells are done. Now we're going to move on to the other batteries. We're going to do that off camera for you guys, but we'll show you the end result. We're on our second battery now. These were all bone dry cells as well, looking like old cardboard in there. And now they're coming back fresh. So now that we've added water to all of our golf cart batteries, we're going to go ahead and put the battery caps back on, each individual one. And then once you're done with this process, you're going to want to put your cart back into run mode and plug it in on your golf cart battery charger. Let it sit overnight, because with the new water levels, you want the batteries to run a full cycle of charging to really assess where your battery health is at. And that wraps it up. That is how you water your golf cart batteries. We hope you enjoyed this video. We hope it helped you out. And if it did, please give us a like. It helps out the channel. And be sure to subscribe down below. We have a lot more coming for you. We're actually about to put batteries into this cart right now, so be sure to check that out. Thanks a lot. Take care.